Good day, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are just joining my channel for the first time, please click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification button, so as well you can see the, the next video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I applied for the Nigerian Navy job, how I fill the form, things I do and things I do not. So on that fateful day, when the Nigerian Navy application form came out, I applied for the form through joinnigeriannavy.com. Joinnigeriannavy.com. Yes, through the link. I went to the cafe. I applied joinnigeriannavy.com. So I made sure that I have at least 5 credits in my WAEC. I have more than 5 credits, but at least you should have 5 credits in your WAEC. And again, I make sure that I have my state of origin certificate ready before application. Yes, state of origin certificate is very important. It's still the same as local government origin certificate, because in that local government certificate, if your state of origin and local government are similar, because the local government will carry the state, and if you get the state certificate, it will also carry your local government. So your state of origin certificate and local government certificate are the same. So I make sure I make my birth certificate available. Yes, birth certificate should be available. You make sure birth certificate, you get it ready before you apply for the Nigerian Navy job. So I got mine available before I applied. There are some documents are needed before you even apply for the job. Number one, the state of origin certificate, your WAEC results. I said it earlier that I make sure I have like 5 credits, minimum of 5 credits, including math and English. Then birth certificate should be ready. You make sure your age. Don't When I applied for the job, I was 18 years old when I applied for the Nigerian Navy job. Yes, 17 years old when I applied. I'm talking about myself. So if you know you want to apply for the job, you cannot be 30 years and you say you want to apply for the Navy job, because Nigerian Navy have their age requirement. You understand what I'm saying? So Nigerian Navy have their age requirement before you can apply for the Nigerian Navy job. So a lot of people have been making mistakes while applying for the job. You will be 30 years, you will apply for the job, and you see at last you will not get the job. So make sure you know the age limit before you apply for the job. So I was 18 years when I applied for the Nigerian Navy job, and I chose seaman as per my department. After I got those documents ready, I applied. I chose seaman, and I made sure I got my NIN ready. That is the national identity number, NIN. I have NIN, I have BVN. Yes, NIN, BVN, state of origin certificate, birth certificate, local government citizen and state of origin. And my primary 6 certificate. I made sure I got those ones, because the Nigerian Navy, they requested for all those things. So after that, I applied for the job. I submitted and I chose Lagos as my center. I wrote my entrance examination, the first aptitude test. They call it aptitude test. I wrote aptitude test at Ikeja Cantonment. It's the yes aptitude test, math, English, and current affairs. They they give us mathematics, English, and current affairs. Current affairs. So these questions are very simple. Some are brainstorming. They are very simple. So if you follow the steps, I'm sure you get the Nigerian Navy job the way I got mine. So after I wrote the test, after few months, yes, the names came out for screening. Names came out for screening. My name was shortlisted among people that are going for the screening. So along the line, we went for the screening. They told us to buy short knicker, the blue one, and we went with white t-shirt and canvas, white canvas, white socks, pure white socks. Cause and your socks must be neat. You know the Nigerian Navy love neatness. They are very neat. So your dressing must be very very neat. So we were on white canvas, white socks, the blue short knicker, the white round neck, and what again? Yeah, white singlet, white singlet. So we went for the screening. The first thing we did was test, that is a medical test. They collected our blood. They, they collected our blood, yes, our urine for medical tests. Yes, they collected our blood, the and urine. We did ECG, one device like that, they place it on our chest. So just to they scan our body, they did a lot of, I'm not in medical line, so sorry about that. So we did a lot of tests. So along the line, a lot of candidates were screened out due to the test. They are not medically fit. Yes, due to the medical test. So if you are not medically fit, the Nigerian Navy do not joke with medical. Yes, the Nigerian Navy they do not joke with medical. Once you are not medically fit, they will screen you out. There is nobody you are going to call that is going to help you once you are not medically fit, because when you are not medically fit, they see you as if you cannot do the job. You cannot stand the training, the 6 months recruitment training. So you must make sure you are medically fit before you can apply for the job. So when you go for the screening, they will medically screen you, that they will do medical test for you, eye test, including eye test. They will take your teeth, take your anus, take your a lot of your a lot. They will take it. So after the medical tests, and Nigerian Navy have height requirements. I was 1.69 when I joined the Navy. Yes, 1.69 when I applied for the Nigerian Navy. So after that, after some of my my colleague, like my fellow candidates, were screened out, they were disqualified. Then the next phase was race, 3.2 kilometer. So we did 3.2 kilometer race. So that 3.2 kilometer race, it was not that easy because I have not been doing exercise before. I'm just normal person that will just wake up. I don't do exercise, so it was not easy for me. So we did the exercise and I came second bus. Yes, it is not bus they drive. There's something they call second bus, like line, first line, second line. So the Nigerian Navy call it first bus, second bus. So I was among the second bus. Then along the line, we were some people that did not meet up. They were screened out also. So they separated us, those that meet up the required bus they wanted, and we were told to go home and wait for the final list. So to apply for the Nigerian Navy job is it's not really hard the way people think. If you have the requirement and I'm sure you get it. So we went home, we stayed for like many months before we get in Nigeria, before the finalists came out. And truth be told, thank God my name came out finally. So that was how I went to the Nigerian Navy training ground. When you spent 6 months for the training, I passed out, and that was how I got the Nigerian. So that was how I got the Nigerian Navy job. So that's all. I'm sure if you follow this step, you won't have problem. When applying for Nigerian Navy job, make sure you stay out or you don't smoke, because medically, when they screen you medically, if you are a smoker, like you smoke Indian hemp and all that, they are going to detect it from your body. So you make sure you are not the type that smoke. Stay out of alcohol. Stay out of some infections, strong infection. You understand what I'm saying? So stay out of different type of disease, HIV, because when you have HIV, you are not going to get the job. They will detect it and they will screen you out. When you have tuberculosis, a lot of strong infections, the military will screen you out. So pile, including pile, when they detect pile from your body, yes, they will screen you out. So make sure you Make sure you stay out of infections. You are medically fit before you apply for the Nigerian Navy job. It applies to all other armed forces too, including the Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Air Force. So I think with this video, it's going to help you guys to, it's going to give you some clue and scope on how to apply for the Navy job, and you get it without you paying money to anybody to help you get the job. Most time people pay a lot of money to get the job, but let me tell you, it's not that necessary for you to pay any money before you can get the Nigerian Navy job. Most times it doesn't work. Some people fall in the hands of scammers, they fall into the hands of people that are going to dupe you. So trust me, when you follow these steps, you are going to get the Nigerian Navy job. So please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and click on the notification button to get more information on how to get the Navy job. And if you are in doubt of anything, please endeavor to ask questions in the comment section. Ask questions, and I promise you I'm going to reply everybody. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.